are back, episode 158, Yinzertainment podcast. Previous guest on, very recent previous guest here joining us again, Matt Light at Matt Light Comedy, I believe. Just at Matt Light on Twitter.
It was Matt Light Comedy, and
Okay.
then I bought it for $50, and I got Matt Light.
Nice.
Very
good.
Good for you.
Big ball.
He was on, I think, a month ago is last you were on, but like I said, episode 158, first podcast of December. We got a lot to unpack with the Steelers bullshit, of course. Michael, Alex here as always. Sick shirt tap you.
Oh, thanks.
Shea Leave, baby.
Yeah. I love the Shea Leave shirt, even though I'm still bitter at 412. Shop 412.
Yeah, Ty goes, where'd you get that one? When the 412 logo is clearly on his chest.
I can't see a thing on his chest. It is
But
not
it's okay.
clear.
It's okay. We won't discuss why I'm salty with him.
It's
okay.
There's another good clothing company in Pittsburgh you can buy from soon.
And what's that company? Let us know, actually, because it's a really good one. And
it's called Yins. The guy that owns it, he's a really nice guy. The shirts are super soft, very good quality, and they're actually made, printed, and designed in Pittsburgh. So it's YNZ, Yins. There's no I in that. Yinsclothing.com. Check them out. And if you mention this podcast, you can pay full price.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
It's a hell of a fucking deal. is there a promo code box for that? Or?
Yeah, it's you can afford it. You just gotta type it's a U though, not YOU. You can afford it. Put that in there and you'll be able to pay full price.
I saw that your shirts are actually now in the Deaf U Pit. Is that?
Yeah, definitely you. It's a store in Brentwood. Yeah.
Okay. You pitch them a lot, and I mean, based on all of the stuff they've posted, I'm surprised I haven't called them yet.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, like the one thing, it's funny because a lot of people always message them and they're like, hey, like you don't have an online store, yada, yada, yada. And I know the reason why they don't have an online store. And a big reason why is because when you sell licensed merchandise, you can't sell it at a certain price online. So like if the jersey's $150, you have to sell it for $150. If you have a contract with Nike or Fanatics or something like that, you can't lowball them. So that's why they don't have one. So that they're not going to tell you that, but that's why. But
is that dirty money?
No. But what you can do it in store and things like that. You just can't advertise that you're cheaper than the retail.
That makes sense.
But they have literally it's Yinzer heaven. Like everyone in Pittsburgh, it's the place to go. It's way cheaper than anywhere else. And all the shirts you find in the strip district and stuff like that, they're the ones that print them and then sell it to them. So go straight to the source and get them cheaper. They're awesome.
And my favorite thing is mostly like whenever you plug them or they post something, so many comments. Do they ship?
Yeah.
If you just click on their profile, it says in all caps, yes, we ship.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
And like, I mean, it's a family owned business. And I think that's something very important. It's not it's not a chain.
No, it's great.
Business since 1991, I think. And I mean, I'm friends with the owner. And I met him through doing I burned my Antonio Brown jersey.
Ooh, nice.
And it went viral. And then he was like, hey, like, let's get you a new jersey. And I've been shopping there since I was a kid. And I was like, okay. So I went to the place. He gave me a new TJ Watt jersey. And he's like, yeah, just say you got it here. And then we're good. And then since then, we've been super close. And I mean, Bruce is a really good friend of mine. And I told him, like, hey, like, if you need any help promoting shit, like, let me know, because I know there's no place in the city that has better deals than you.
Do they have a full price promo code as well?
You know what? They're literally like, they're always on sale, which is nice.
I feel like it's been posted a lot. A lot of people post like what they get there, and they're always like bringing out new shit.
They always got new shit, and what's nice is like they have like a budget for what anybody needs. Like if you want the $6 like Spillane Train t-shirts, they got those. You know what I mean? You can get 4 t-shirts for $20. It's fucking insane. But then they have the on-field, caps, hats. Then they have Mitchell and Ness. They have fucking. I bought this Tommy Hilfiger hoodie there with the Steelers collab. Like it's hard. Like their clothes are, and they have it. Like they have shit that other people don't have because of they have fashion. You know.
Yeah, because didn't they release like a bunch of like duck stuff last year?
They
Like-
did, and you know what's funny? It's like if you ever saw, there was this viral video of a big ass duck bouncing at Heinz Field at one of the games. So
Yeah.
that was the Definitely You tailgate we all went to, and Bruce was like, "Fuck it, I'm bringing in the duck," and he threw the duck in, and the duck was just bouncing before we were trying to get into the game, and like it was fun, man. That's
Fuck it, the duck is coming with.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was the thing, man. Like Duck was such a cool dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you wanted him to do so well because he was a Pittsburgher, not from here. Like we just adopted him so quick. The nickname was awesome, you know. And it's you know, but I'm sure like if you told him what his position would be now, he'd be so happy.
Yeah.
I mean, he went from being undrafted, practice squad, never going to see the field, to starting like what 4 games. Like that's great. Like he did
in
what
his
he had to
first
do.
game was in LA against the Chargers, and they win. Like,
Yeah, they beat the shit out of them.
yeah,
Yeah. And it was so funny
Crazy.
because I remember people were like, "Oh, he's gonna be like Drew Brees." I'm like, "Dude, shut the fuck up." I was like, "Come on, man. He's gonna be like Duck Hodges, and that's all we want from him." You know?
And that,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine.
That's all you need, really. Yeah, love it. Hey, by the way, McGrory, nice fucking mustache. Are you offering any promo codes on the mustache rides that you're offering?
Well, I did have them running through all November, but now that it's December, no more promos, man. Shit, it costs
Okay.
money to keep
You-
this shit.
Discounts for the No Nut November. I totally get it. Mustache
Right.
ride. Wait until Mustache Ride March, and then we'll be talking. Getting up close on the camera real quick. One time. I gotta see it.
Dude,
Oh, was that
That's
wax?
the old Pirates logo mustache.
you mean this old Pirates logo?
No,
Wow.
he's clean. Shit.
No, I know.
Behind tie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
nine
love
is
it.
that the 80s, 90s, and today?
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But anyway, so reason we asked Matt to come back on, so soon, not only was he a great guest the first time around, but he did a little, what'd you do? A Q&A yesterday, a live Facebook Q&A or something?
Yeah, I used to do them only on Facebook. And then I just was like, you know what? Like a lot of people that like the Steelers started to follow me. And I was like, maybe they want to hear what I think about the current situation between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens. Because, I mean, we've been in a situation that is unprecedented. And, I mean, we've been fucked twice now. And it's ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, I've never, and again,
I was mad
unprecedented
about week
times,
4.
but I've never seen a team get so fucked over. And, a lot of Steelers fans are upset, rightfully so. Like you said, we've been fucked twice now. We were supposed to play Thanksgiving, pushed it to Sunday, postponed it to Tuesday, and then they're supposed to play tomorrow. Hopefully, Ravens are on the fucking way there now, I guess.
And not only that, but it's like looking forward. They were supposed to play Sunday against Washington, and now
Now that's
moved
pushed
that
to Monday.
to Monday.
Well, I just don't think it's fair because I think there's so many inconsistencies with what the NFL is doing, and I think they're picking and choosing based off of who's playing. The 49ers, they didn't look good in the beginning of the season. Garoppolo looked like dog shit. They said, "Fuck you, you got to play. Like we know what you're gonna be." This week they had a Make-A-Wish survivor play quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Because we know the Broncos are irrelevant right now. Then you have the guy who was on the cover of Madden last year, who's, the reigning MVP of the league. He gets COVID, and now all of a sudden, well, hold on a second. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's drag this out. This is a great division. This game always draws money. And the issue with me is that if you keep talking to me about safety, I'm going to fucking snap because these guys' healths aren't at risk, okay? They're all asymptomatic. The people's health that are at risk are the coaches, you know what I mean, the families and things like that. But if you want to talk about the players' health, do not tell me you're comfortable with the Pittsburgh Steelers having to play 3 games in 12 fucking days.
Absolutely.
How is that healthy? I mean, somebody listen, and I said this the other night. I said, you know what? If I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, I keep hearing about how the Rooneys run the NFL and how everybody respects and fears the Rooneys. Why didn't the Rooneys flat out say Sunday, hey, listen, we're going to give them 1 day. We're playing Monday night, and if they can't make it, fuck them. We're not playing. Then what? Then what? Then what does the NFL do?
Then the NFL says, fuck you, Steelers. Here's your first L.
Good. Who cares? Then at that point, then we know.
That wouldn't piss you off, though?
It would, but at this point where we're at, knowing that we have 4 days to prepare for another team, I said this before, I don't give a fuck who the team is. The Washington nameless DC assholes without a logo, Slippery Rock University, it doesn't matter to me who you're playing. These are grown-ass men hitting each other at 150 miles an hour, and there's going to be consequences for that, and so it's just not fair that the Steelers have to do this. And if I'm the Steelers, I look at this game and go, you know what, Baltimore, fuck you. We're not playing. Or we play this game after 10 days, we whoop their ass, and then we go to a non-conference game against the Redskins and go, you know what? We'll forfeit. We'll see you guys in 10 more days. And then play again, because 16-0 was amazing.
That'd be such a power move.
That wouldn't be a power move. That would be.
That would be incredible. We're not going to play this game against Washington. We're going to get our rest.
Yeah,
we'll eat the L, and then win the Super Bowl.
Because at that point, here's why you do it against Washington. Because right now you'd be sitting at 11-1, okay, with the Kansas City Chiefs. Assuming they win the next game, they're 11-1. Well, we have the tiebreaker because they lost in the AFC against Oakland, and we lost against Washington. And at that point, it's just a race to 15. And if we get there, then we've still controlled our own destiny. We never lost the fucking game. You can't take that away from us. There'd be an asterisk next to this season regardless. If the Steelers go 16-0, win the whole fucking thing, they're going to say, well, it was COVID season. Yep. There's always going to be excuses. The league does not like Ben Roethlisberger. He got suspended 6 games when he was accused, never charged.
That's a big differentiator, by the way. Accused.
Yeah, accused, 6 games, reduced to 4, I believe, when he was accused of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was ever since then, I understand. I'm not defending anything from that time, but since then, Roethlisberger has been a very unlikable person to people that don't like the Steelers. And I understand why. I mean, if there's any accusations, people automatically assume guilty. Or even if he is guilty, then that's another reason not to like the fucking guy. But the whole point is, as soon as you tie in Ben Roethlisberger with anything, anybody on social media goes, he's a rapist.
Ben Roethlisberger.
The only person I've ever seen him rape is your secondary. That's it. Every fucking week. And he's been doing it for 20 years.
Goddamn right. It's beautiful. And as Steelers fans,
quarterback.
We, along with many other people, like I said, are upset about this whole fucking ordeal. But even more so should be the teams like the fucking Broncos, where they literally did not have. Well, let me back up. They fucked up protocol. They admitted to that fuck up. They said, we don't have a quarterback. Can this game get pushed back a week? They said, no. Play with whoever the fuck you have. And like you said, they put up, practice squad wide receiver in it.
He was 1 for 9 with 13 yards and 2 picks or something.
Dude, his interception, the first one, was so fucking funny.
I didn't see it.
So I just put it on. He's lined up, and he's going to do an option draw read. And it was so funny because both of them, him and the running back, didn't know what to fucking do. He kind of just slammed into the running back. And I just go, oh, he's going to throw it on the next fucking play. I can't wait. I can't wait. And he has it almost is the same arm motion that Leftwich has. Where, by the way, Byron Leftwich is one of my favorite non-successful quarterbacks of all time.
Yes. Shout out Byron.
I loved him. I loved him at the Jags. I loved him when he was limping at Marshall. but he has that long throwing motion where he winds up,
He's like an Iron Mike.
Yeah. So he goes like this, and I saw it, that kid from Wake Forest that played on Sunday. He went like this. I go, pick. And the secondary was like, thank you. And it was just so funny to watch because you knew that kid, that coach went up to that kid and was like, hey, man, fuck it. Have fun. You're never going to do this again in your life. Like, enjoy the moment.
I think he did. I think I saw him tweet saying like that was thanks for all the support. It was like a great day. I'm super humble. I'm like, you just got fucking murdered, but that's great. Like,
I mean, he did it in front.
That's a good spirit.
He did it in front of 60 South Park characters. Like that is awesome.
It's a lot of pressure.
Good for them. You know, fake Randy Marsh was like, I thought this was America. Is this America?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
He needs more integrity.
Oh man. Well, that's really cool. But like I said, they literally let them just go out there and play Pee Wee football, and I never thought I would see anything so crazy.
And they did the same thing with the Niners, didn't they?
Yeah, they did the same thing with a lot of teams. And if I were fans of those teams, I'd be even more fucking pissed off.
I'd be more pissed than we are pissed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, how are you going to allow the Ravens to just have 22 players test positive and then postpone the game 3 times until all those players are good to go? Now, because guess what? Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, back playing.
Dude, that's the biggest. I mean, even with them, like, I want them all to play. I think, like Vince Williams
I do too.
said, yes, give me the full squad.
Yeah.
But it's also like, fuck them. That's so bullshit.
That's the thing, though. They fucked up. They broke protocol and didn't say shit, and now look at what happens.
We talking the Ravens?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And the thing is, and then they admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because when they made the public speech saying
they disciplined
well, then you're admitting guilt. Okay, you're not taking responsibility. You got caught. Shit happens. Deal with it. And
that's what I'm mostly mad about.
Well, I also think it was a cop out what they did, because I think they were purposely trying to get in front of it so they didn't get fined like the Las Vegas Raiders. So I don't know if you guys saw, the Raiders had the same thing happen to them, where somebody from their staff like fucked up on protocol and whatnot, and they had like a mini breakout, and they ended up getting fined $625,000, and they lost a 6th-round draft pick. That was like their punishment, and I think that's why they got out in front of it necessarily. Not just because they fucked up, but also because they didn't want to get hit as hard. Instead of them finding out, they're like, let's get in front of this. Which
I think they should still be hit.
Yeah.
In
regardless.
the fucking mouth.
Well, I think they knew Lamar was going to test positive. I think that was something that was very clear by the way that they weren't even naming that it was Dobbins and Ingram when they said 2 running backs. Because spoiler alert, he's a fucking running back. He's not a quarterback. We know he has fucking COVID. We know he's going to test positive. So when he tested positive, everyone's like, oh my God, now what? I'm like, now you fucking deal with it, man. Like, I just don't understand. Like, if not now, in this situation that just happened, right? If not now, you put in a rule saying that if things happen and it fucks up the flow of the season intentionally, you could be forced to forfeit a game. Do not even make it. Don't even put it in the fucking rule book ever again, because it's never happened in the history of football. And you put it in now for another clause for a forfeit. Just stop lying to us. Just say, hey, listen, we want to make money. We're going to give you a slap on the wrist, and you're going to play on NBC because we owe them a fucking favor now.
Exactly. And that's the problem, is just getting lied to about it like this. Just
in the time is such bullshit.
Yeah, makes it all that much worse.
I wouldn't show up. I'd say, fuck you. I'm the Steelers. I end Baltimore season tomorrow. I end their season. We beat the shit out of them. And then as soon as they win and they go to the press conference and Mike Tomlin says, the first thing Mike Tomlin says is, hey, I just want to let you know, we're not fucking playing next week. Sorry.
Big trust.
Yeah,
trust.
Just say, suck on it and drop the mic and walk away.
Oh, that would be such a power move.
You can't chase him down, too. You got to stay 6 feet. So he could say whatever the fuck he wants, walks away, and you can't even follow him.
And if you do,
it would fall apart.
It would be the best thing ever. It would be the most badass thing in the world. I mean, earlier this year, we found out that Mike Tomlin apparently had bounties. Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like with James Harrison, you know, it was controversial trying to trip Jacoby Jones or whoever it was on the Ravens. Like, Mike Tomlin is kind of low-key the baddest motherfucker of all time.
He's he's the Samuel L. Jackson of the NFL.
Of sports.
He is. He's smooth. But he's so smooth. Like, please
no
win
issue.
this game and be like, so we're not playing. Like, you do whatever you want.
Bro, that would be the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life.
The other side of that too, though.
So sick.
I mean, we would love that, but I guess if he doesn't, how sick would it be that at the end of the season, if we end up 116-0, we go, hey, we got fucked over all these times. We did this and that, and nobody could still beat us. So you got everything.
Persevere, baby.
At us. Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
but
I feel like this is the team to do it because this season.
This is such a different team, man. It's because we keep saying the same word. We keep saying team.
Exactly.
I mean, this is the first time we've seen a team in 15 years. You know, I mean, like the Steelers had great players, but they never had this bond, man. And like, I'm friends with a couple guys in the locker room, and I remember last season before Ben got hurt, that the environment, the culture changed last year, and they just said as soon as AB left, they were like, we're in a comfortable place. It's us against the world, and we've never been closer. And I mean, it shows because, I mean, last year they had issues at the quarterback position. They had issues offensively. The wide receivers, weren't doing as well as they should have as well. They were making some plays. The running game was absolutely atrocious. And they finished 8-8. And they never gave up. So when people said to me I was crazy when I said they're going to win 13-plus games this year, by the way, I went on the record for the 31st year in a row saying they'd go undefeated. So, but I did say they're going to win 13 games this year. And I said, because this is going to be Ben Roethlisberger's Denver Broncos Peyton Manning season, but he's better than Peyton now.
Yeah.
He's as smart as Peyton as he was in that career, where he knows I don't have to win the games. And there's sometimes you see Ben get horny in the red zone when they're up 17. He's like, let me put him away. Fuck it. And he'll throw a pick here.
One.
But that's okay.
Into his waistband.
But that's been Ben. Ben's been, a gunslinger for years. So if we get that and the dude has 4 picks this year, like I'm fucked with it.
And
like,
didn't 2 or 3 of them come in one game?
3 in one game. Yeah, against Tennessee. I'm cool with it.
Fuck Tennessee. Still mad at them.
So am I. Yeah, they started all this,
They did.
But when I say really Tennessee, all I see is Robert Spillane brick walling Derrick Henry.
That is hysterical.
Dude, and those fucking frauds, they go and lose to the fucking Bengals? Or was it the Browns?
No, it's the Bengals because I spent $600 on a
dude. By the way, Browns fans are jizzing their pants that they're 8-3. They've never seen anything like it.
They should. That's a great. I did not expect them to be.
It's a great record. Don't get me wrong, but you would think they were undefeated the way these Browns.
Bro, that'd be like the Pirates fans being happy that they're in 3rd place at the break.
We got a wild card spot.
I think about that though.
2015.
I think the Browns fans should be happy.
They certainly should.
I think they should.
Yes.
But I think they should also know their role. They have 0 wins against teams that are 500 or above. And they know 100%, regardless of the record, they are the 3rd best team in their division. Because that quarterback is absolute dog shit. That he is so fucking bad. I don't.
You called him the Macaulay Culkin looking ass last night.
Oh no, that was Joe Burrow.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Because I said the guy with
holy shit, you're right, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that was hilarious. I was like, oh my god.
He does. He looks just like Home Alone.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, shit. He's right.
But Cleveland should be happy, man. I don't. It's not the Browns that I can't stand. I think the Browns. Listen, I mean, it's the fans that are on Twitter are so unbearable.
Oh my God.
They're just the worst. They're just the worst group of people. They're fucking idiotic. They're morons. They're trolls, and they all get attention because what Cleveland Browns Twitter is. It's all the nerds that never had a lunch table to sit at. And now they have a lunch table to sit at. We're like, oh yeah, we're awkward. This is so cool. It's like, you still fucking suck. You're all fucking geeks.
They're
still
like Steven Glansberg.
Yeah, they're like Stephen Hopkins in the playoffs too. They're not gonna do shit. I can't with them. But for the Browns fans, like, fuck them. Let them enjoy it, man. If you're gonna, because they might win a playoff game. Who knows?
The best for us, for the whole situation, would be the Browns fans get their hopes the highest that they could be, so that way they crumble even harder.
Oh yeah. Well, they did. Week 17 is against Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, well aware.
So that
like if we knocked them out of like playoff contention.
So that
would be the best.
Yeah, with Mason or Duck.
Yeah. Oh, that's
or both.
Here's the deal. The ultimate here's the ultimate season, and I've said it since day one. Cleveland has a chance to get into the wild card. We've already clinched home field. Week 17, Mason comes in, tells Myles Garrett to go fuck himself, knocks them out of the playoffs. Then the Steelers play the defending AFC Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs, with newly acquired Le'Veon Bell, sends them fucking packing. Then in the Super Bowl, goes against the only guy they could never beat in the fucking playoffs, Tom Brady, and the asshole AB send them the fuck home in their hometown. Like, it's like a movie.
It's a picture-perfect season.
This is a movie.
It's the most ultimate revenge story.
Who would play Ben Roethlisberger? And I think John C. Reilly would play Ben Roethlisberger.
If it's not John C. Reilly, it has to be Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
There would be nobody more perfect than John C. Reilly for the role of Ben Roethlisberger. Holy shit. Maybe Vince Vaughn. But holy fuck.
I do like Vince Vaughn, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's hilarious.
Chicago kid, by the way.
Yep.
Big Ben's Revenge Tour.
Literally, though,
featuring John C. Reilly.
The fucking Bucks don't look like they're going to be making it to the Super Bowl at this point. Tom Brady is.
Did you see
washed.
The way, like, the Chiefs-Bucks game? It's like, we keep saying how the Chiefs are so superior, but
they squeak by every fucking week.
Every time.
Yeah, it was way closer than it should have been. Dude, Tyreek Hill had 200 yards and like 4 touchdowns in the first fucking quarter.
And they played a depleted secondary, and nobody's acknowledged that.
Yeah.
Like, let's be realistic. That secondary has digressed over the last 4 to 5 weeks. Tom Brady has digressed. This team is so fucking beatable. They're absolutely so fucking every team. The Steelers are so beatable. We've shown it. You know, there were games that were close this year. But the one thing is people are going to hate every little thing that you could say about the Steelers. Well, you know, they just can't beat the bad teams. They play down to their level. We've been beating the fuck out of bad teams this year. Jacksonville, we fucking stuck it in them. The Bengals, we stuck it in them.
Browns.
Joe Burrow, this guy that throws the ball 600 times a game, who's supposed to be Offensive Player of the Year for a rookie, he looked fucking clueless. I mean, the Steelers, like, they're doing everything right, but there's always going to be someone, you know, to say, well, you know, they haven't played anybody yet. Okay, well, whoever they're playing, they're beating. Tennessee's supposed to be that team in December because Derrick Henry, you don't want to tackle a guy in the cold weather. We'll send that motherfucker home again. Robert Spillane, a guy that was bagging groceries at Giant Eagle 3 weeks before that season.
Give me some chipped ham.
Smashed him at the 1 yard line.
Murder fest.
Like, come on, dude. Like, this is our year. It's our year, 100%.
It has to be.
So after Steelers win tomorrow, because RG3 is gonna be the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget RG3 beat us last year in a game that meant something.
It did. It did mean a lot. It was we needed to win, and we needed Houston to beat Tennessee.
Well, if we once we win tomorrow,
When we win, yeah.
when we win, Ben will have beat 4 Heisman Trophy winners this season in our division.
Is that amazing?
That's amazing.
What a
what is that
freaking
like?
baller.
You know,
Yeah.
I honestly feel though, and I know this sounds crazy. I think now with everything going on, because I think the Ravens are an absolute fucking train wreck right now. It doesn't matter what their records are though. I mean, they were 5-11 a few years back, and they swept us.
Was that with Joe Flacco?
Yeah. So 5-11, they still swept us. So anything can happen. But I just think you can see the brakes coming off of this team, and they're just heading into a wall. And I really believe though is something like now with RG3 at quarterback could actually help them.
Yeah,
Because the
maybe.
guy's gonna want to throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to want to throw the ball. He's going to play a little bit different than Lamar Jackson does. He's going to want to try and get Hollywood Brown active and available as soon as possible and give him those looks so he doesn't cry like his cousin. Like he's going to try and please this team where Lamar Jackson just fucking can't do it, man. Like the guy can't do it. Would I want Lamar Jackson on my team? Yeah, like of course. Like I'm not going to say that I wouldn't, but you would have to do exactly what the Ravens did, is build a college style offense around one guy. But the problem is when that guy's wheels fall off, the whole fucking train is off the track. And that's what's going on right now. They make him throw the ball and they can't win. So I feel like something with RG3, yeah, dude, like at this point, like people like, oh, they're without Lamar Jackson. Like, who the fuck cares? What has Lamar Jackson done this season?
Well, let's not pretend like RG3 some schlub off the bench. I mean, he was a starting quarterback for many, many years.
And a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, another Heisman winner. So
dude got beat. He got beat up against Seattle in a wild card game, got hurt, and was never the same since. Really never had an opportunity after that. And like you said, last year, he fucking carved us up. He ran all over us, you know? So it's not like it's going to be a cakewalk. No matter who's playing quarterback, this will be a 3-point fucking game.
yeah.
If the 4 of us were on the offensive line for the Baltimore Ravens, it would be a 3-point game.
I can't play. I forgot my inhaler at my mom's house, actually.
I got one.
Hi, what the fuck happened? Sub 4-7.
You got an inhaler? Listen, I still think I can.
Fucking pussy.
I told him I think we might have told you this. I told him I could run a 4.7 or less.
He thinks he can run a 4.7 or better.
I've never met somebody that talks about something they could do and never actually attempt it.
I told you.
How old are you?
26.
We're a year or two. You're 28, aren't you, Matt?
So
I'm 31. So my
you were
fastest time was a 4.83.
So my thing is, we played baseball growing up in high school.
Okay, stand up and lift your shirt up, though.
Yeah.
I want to see your stomach. No,
Stop flexing.
that's a 5.14 body right there.
So listen.
Thank you.
In
Put
high
your
s-
money down, Matt. Bet against him.
I still have my wheels, whether anyone wants to believe it or not.
Yeah, they're champagne gold. It's a Chevy Malibu.
Uh-huh.
That's
In
your
high school,
wheels.
I ran a 6.9 60-yard dash in baseball. That's what you ran in baseball. It's a 60.
How many years ago was that?
8.
8.
All right, when's the last time you worked out?
Or sprinted.
Worked out years. Sprinted not that long ago.
Well,
What were you
why were
doing
you sprinting without running a 40?
Well, I play softball, men's league softball.
Okay, so 6 months ago.
Come on.
Okay, so
So before COVID?
so I've told both of them
A year
and numerous
ago.
people. I said, come over here, set up some cones, get the stopwatch out. I'll run it. I'll fucking
How tall are
videotape
you?
it. I'm 6 foot.
Okay, so you have long legs.
No,
No.
I don't.
No, he's got short limbs.
No.
I have very short limbs. I'm very oddly proportioned.
All the odds are
He
against
looks-
him.
He looks like a dinosaur when he runs.
I have short arms, short legs, long torso. It's very odd.
Yeah, I don't think you could run a 4.7.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
I love it. I love it. No, I absolutely love it. No, I'm serious.
Like the Vegas odds of you running a 4.7, you would
Or
be,
like plus 660.
oh fuck, you'd be plus fucking 1400. Like there's, I just really,
It's like Ray McLeod scoring the first touchdown of the game.
yeah, like I really don't
Gonna
believe
happen.
this is
Hey,
like.
Gonna.
Alex, what are you doing
Fucking
Saturday?
Saturday?
Hi, it does. I'll be there Saturday if you're finally gonna run this bitch.
Come over Saturday and I'll run it. And I'll videotape it and
I'll
we'll put it
I'll
up on the page.
periscope it. It's gonna be live.
Perfect.
I mean, like, what are the? Can I bet you?
Dude, please. I would
Please.
like. I want to bet him.
So,
Please.
You're the house, Ty. Do you got any money?
yeah, I've always said 4.7, and if I don't hit 4.7, I definitely think under 4.8.
So
pick one of those
something.
and you tell me.
So you're giving yourself a 1 second window?
0.1 second.
I'll
Or
put
put
100
1
bucks.
second win-
I'll put 100 bucks on 5+.
Really? I will. Put I'll put 500 on 5+.
5?
So you're betting against yourself.
I mean, under 5.
Okay.
I would put the house on under 5.
Okay, so if you win, you get 100, or if you run it in under 5, then you get 100. But if it's over 5, you give me 500.
That is not how betting works, I don't think.
Yes,
What?
5-1 odds. What the fuck do
I
you
thought that
mean?
was literally what you just proposed.
No, I'm saying you put your 500 bucks up saying I can't
said
run it.
100 saying you can't, and you said I'll put 500 that I do. Okay, so that's the bet. You
Well, that was assuming
win,
you would match
get
me,
100
but I
bucks.
guess you're soft, so I guess we'll just do 100 bucks, dude.
Ty, I'll put a fucking $1,000. There's no way you'll fucking tear an ACL or
Under
a hammy before
5,
that.
you are crazy. Come over Saturday, we're doing this.
I'll
put
be
odds
there
on
with
it.
cones and a fucking stopwatch
tell
and
you
a
this,
Foot Locker referee uni.
I will say I'm 99.100% positive that you will not run faster than a 4.8.
That's fair.
That's
Well,
fast.
No, it's
James,
dude.
Dude,
it's not.
you're not as fast as James Conner in the
fast.
40.
James Conner is like a 4.64.
No, I
Yeah.
think he was even more than that. We looked all this up before.
We have, dude. 4.8 is not that fast.
It is though. Under 5 seconds is fast.
Dude, Ty, how much TV do you watch every day?
A lot, dude. Tons, actually.
It's starting to show.
I really don't. Are you looking, Michael? Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah.
James Conner's 40, because I have a hard time believing that it was higher than 4.7, but
you're spot on. His
4.64?
combine time was 4.65.
yeah.
So Ty says he can run a 4.7, which in my mind, Ty thinks he's as fast as James Conner.
Wow.
Dude, you know how big of a difference that fucking split second is?
Do you know that he's a fucking NFL professional
Dude,
athlete?
which is why he ran a 4.65.
Ty,
Yes, and that's why you're not going to run a 4.8 or 4.7.
do you know what position he plays? What the first word of his position is? Running.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
So like he's got to be really good at running.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense.
You think you can run? What do you truly believe? Be realistic now.
I always said 4.7, so I stuck to the 4.7, but I truly believe I could run a 4.8.
No.
Like part of me thinks you'll run a 4.9. I feel like you could maybe. It's like it'd be like a 4.9, like 8.
Yeah, with me timing it after 12 Michelobes.
Well, out of the three of you, who's the fastest?
I mean, I'd say probably Ty.
Definitely. I would. Well, Michael used to be pretty fast.
You saying definitely is super disrespectful.
That is super disrespectful. You've always been
was-
pretty fast. That's true.
Like,
I've never seen Michael run though.
I can't say that I'm 100% as fast as Ty, but I know that I was fast. I was fast. That was 8 years ago. I haven't ran since.
Right.
You look long.
I
He
am.
is.
I'm
He's
lanky
fucking lanky
and
as
tiny
hell.
as shit.
Oh, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10" max.
Why don't you two just race?
Because I don't want to embarrass him and then have to parlay my bet and take all of his money.
That should be the bet. Let's do that. Just why don't you two?
Because I'll
race?
tell you what, he's afraid of pulling something more than I'm afraid of pulling.
That's
something.
what I think now. Now I think Michael is living in your dreams.
While he is in much better shape, looks.
Disagree with that.
I mean, dude, look at me.
I'm more in shape than you. How would you argue that? What's your basis?
I mean,
I drink
looks wise,
13
like
beers a night
you
since
look
March.
healthier. You look healthier than me.
It's because of the mustache.
That's it.
That is true. He has wings. He would probably fly.
Little Red Bull, you'll be fucking fluttering to the finish line.
It's very, very aerodynamic.
Well, what you guys need to do is on episode, what will it be? 159? Is that
Yeah.
what it will be? So I want to hear what happened. I want to hear who won the race, and then I also want to see your individual 40 times.
Beautiful. I will be practicing every day this week. You can catch me on the pavement.
We'll
with
get the
cones.
GoPro all set up and ready to go.
Bingo.
I'm ready. This will be
It's gonna
great.
happen.
I think
I'm excited, actually.
Good
I haven't
content,
looked
good
forward to
content.
anything in a long time aside from
This
Steelers
don't
games.
get fucking hurt.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Well,
I
if we
played
do, we're
basketball.
working from home and I could just sit
I
here.
was just say, does everyone here have health insurance?
Yes.
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, then fucking go all out.
Fucking send it.
No, weed's legal here, so it's cool. That's medicine, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, medicinal.
Exactly. But let's get back on track here and
You want to get on the track, Ty?
let's get on the track. We'll be there. We'll figure this out, and it's definitely going to happen for what it's worth. But Ravens Steelers tomorrow afternoon, 3:40 game, by the way. A lot of people not happy about that. Rightfully so, I guess.
I'm super
4:40
pumped.
Eastern time, 3:40 our time.
I thought it was
And-
I thought it was 3:40 Eastern.
Yeah.
That,
So it'll be 2:00 here.
what?
Yeah, which is 6. So I'm gonna stop working at noon so I can start crushing beers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a halfer tomorrow. A little halfer.
I already told Nicholas. I sent him the thing that the Steelers put out where you could sign. I signed my
Me
name
too.
and
I
everything.
sent it to my boss right after.
Anyway, shitty game time, which is hilarious considering their whole idea is to make money on this, and that's not a very prime time slot.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
what was the decision? Like why 340?
It's because they have the Rockefeller tree
Yeah,
ceremony.
The
at night on
88th
the same
annual
channel.
ceremony.
That's what
Rockefeller
we-
light.
Did
Yep.
you see that fucking tree?
Yes, it looks like
Goodwill.
ass.
Goodwill.
Yeah. It's a
They,
good
they
little tree.
fixed it though.
Yeah, but did you see the lineup of people that are performing?
You mean lip syncing?
Foo Fighters.
No, I mean, like, I don't give a shit. I want to watch the Steelers at night.
It's just so funny to me that they still do these events because every event that's televised, whether it's a halftime show, Thanksgiving parades, they all lip sync.
Yeah.
Like, why even fucking be there? Do what the Chappelle Show did, pre-record it, and it's awesome. I mean, that was the first time I've ever heard of Kanye West. Was in like fucking 2002
Dude,
when that
he has-
show was out or whatever.
Yeah, Black Star on there.
Yeah, I mean, like he had the Roots, like he had so much awesome shit on there, and that was cool because like it was because like there were dudes that like kids like us in middle school that never would have heard of these guys, you know what I mean? So it was awesome, but like at least it was performed and then replayed instead of some dickhead standing on a Snoopy float with earmuffs pretending like she's singing when you know they're obviously not. Like I had a bucket list a few years ago and I went to the Detroit Lions Thanksgiving game because I always wanted to go to a real rock, like either them or Dallas, and it was closer, so I went. And Vanilla Ice was singing Ice Ice Baby on the float, but like clearly he wasn't really singing it. And then the halftime show that year was Big Sean, and I love Big Sean, but that was lip syncing too. And I was just like, why the fuck are you even? I mean, the mic was hot because he'd be like, Detroit, what's up? And then it was just way up, I feel blessed. I'm like, that's not you. You know,
That's not you.
It is you, but not from today.
Right. You know,
Very pre-recorded. Yeah, it's
fuck these. Like
all a scam.
Yeah.
It's all
Just like the NFL.
Yeah, just
rigged.
like the NFL. But anyway, so this game tomorrow, 3:40, whatever, game time Eastern. Who fucking cares? It's not a good
240
time.
Central.
Exactly. Like we said, J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram back for the Ravens.
Not worried about it.
RG3 a quarterback, a little mix up here. And now on the other side of that, with the Steelers, we are out Samuels and Trey Edmonds, which leaves us and Connor, right? Still is out.
But that's that was my question. Is Connor out right now?
Yeah, he'll be out.
Yeah, he'll be out.
Does that not piss you guys off?
Yes.
Like,
Well,
what the fuck? They
I
postponed
just
all
thought
this
Kinda
because
ordered
the
I'm
Ravens running backs are out, and then they say, okay, game's Wednesday. Ravens running backs are good, but the Steelers, sorry, can they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pissed off at the situation, but I'm also happy that we had 10 games with him already. That's crazy.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
But I mean,
So-
it's the principle behind it.
Oh, it's
How are you going to
bullshit.
bend over backwards for the Ravens, but you're going to say okay to the Steelers without their players?
Well, what's scary is that, like, one of the big reasons why Benny Snell wasn't seeing as many carries this year is because they're worried about him fumbling. And it's like, this is one of those games that I can see a couple fucking turnovers, from guys that haven't seen the ball, like him, McFarland, and just turning that momentum completely against us, because it's not like there's going to be fans there. They're doing 2,500 people there. And I was still going to go. And my buddy who plays, he said, he was like, yeah, let me try and get you tickets. And then he texted me yesterday and was like, hey, so they're making me fill out paperwork describing what my relationship is to you, how long we've hung out, all this fucking
what?
ridiculous paperwork. And he's like, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to get approved. He's like, when we can bring people back in, you're going to come. And I was like, yeah, no big deal. I'm fine with that. But like, it's just like, this is a game that it just seems like something fucked up is going to happen. Doesn't it? Like, don't you have?
I feel that way every week, though, almost.
Yeah,
I feel that way mostly this week because
Harbaugh's
there's
such a
already been shit that's been fucked up.
yeah.
It's
Like,
like anything could
yeah.
happen type of thing. And
Anything
going
that
back
can
to the
happen
running back
will
thing,
happen.
Benny Snell and Anthony McFarland are literally the only two active running backs that we have. So if one of them happens to go down, like, we're gonna have to put Ray back there or some shit, which I'm cool with.
Let's put Chase back there. It'll be
Yeah,
like some
whatever.
Cordell Patterson shit.
I mean, they might just do what Ben likes anyways. I mean, if you look at
Empty
it,
set.
Ben's older. Yeah. Ben said, I ain't playing fucking single back. I'm standing shotgun the whole fucking game. You think I want to get hit? I'm 59 years old. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to stay in shotgun. He's going to dink and dunk. That'll be our running game. The problem is that the guys that I love that have been balling out. Sorry.
Who we born you, dude?
I mean, no, I was looking at Lamar Jackson's highlights this season. But the biggest problem that I'm going to have is that you really need, and the wide receivers have been great all year, but they've had one problem. It's they can't keep consistently holding on to the fucking ball. There's drops. And this is a game where every yard fucking counts. Because our running game is going to be short passes. So we need Deontay, we need Chase, we need Juju, we need Washington to hold on to the fucking ball. And if they're able to hold on to the ball, if the Steelers have less than 2 turnovers, one or less, they win this fucking game.
By how many points?
I think
I guess we'll wait for the prediction.
Yeah, we'll wait
or
for
your
that.
prediction at the end. I'm sorry.
okay.
For what it's worth, though, Juju, when people talk about him, specifically Mark Madden and his asshole
Fuck
group,
that guy.
Juju, he needs to work on his fumbles and this, and right? It's all shaming Juju. He's got 1 drop on the season.
That's great. Yeah.
75 targets, 58 catches, 1 drop,
Yeah.
and 1 fumble, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
not even
phenomenal.
the fumbles, but it's like the fumbles when they matter type of shit that everyone remembers.
See, but it's not. It shouldn't be that because
It shouldn't be, but it is.
It shouldn't
that's
be, BB.
reality.
no, it's not. It's reality is
It's
people
not
are
the reality.
no people. It's no. The reality is people are negative and like to talk about the bullshit.
Bill Buckner.
Instead of talking about that, why don't we talk about all of the blocks that Juju made that were successful, that extended the play, or his 3rd down where he extended the ball over the 1st down and kept that shit going. Everyone's so fucking negative and just see the good in things.
Well, I think
Disgusting.
because there's something, it's the Mamba mentality. There's things that certain players
Kill or
have
be killed.
other than their skill set. You know, it's you have to be clutch. And I think that's something that has yet to be seen long term from Juju. You know, because I know what we're talking about, the fumble against Baltimore, the fumble against the Saints. But there was also a fumble that game by Stephen Ridley. There was also the failed punt on 4th and 5, the
What a
fake
throwback
punt.
name that was, by the way. Steve.
Yeah, I
Ridley,
mean,
holy
that was,
shit.
that game was, listen, I was at that game and it was the worst experience ever because those fans were so nice to me. And I just was like, you know what? Shut up. Like, I hope Katrina fucking explodes your city again. Leave me alone. Like, I wanted them to be so fucking mean to me. It was annoying. They're like, hey, y'all have a great day in New Orleans. I was like, shut the fuck up, okay? I'm sick of drinking these grenades. I'm sick of having a good time. I want to go back to Pittsburgh where it looks like a Tim Burton film and fucking hate my life, okay?
And shit's just miserable for me there. That's
Yeah.
what I want.
It was just too much. But no, here's the thing. Juju's been playing great this year. I won't take that away from him. But I mean, everybody is subject to criticism. And his criticism is that he doesn't have that clutch gene. He fucking coughs it up. But this year, he hasn't had that moment yet. And if anything, I mean, look at him extending the plays on 3rd and like fucking 6, where he's driving 7 yards backwards and stretching. And I mean, the guy gives you 110%. So when people are saying, you know, he needs to wear, you know, on the field more than TikToks, here's the deal. These guys are human beings, you know, since day one. Dudes were smoking cigarettes in the 70s on the field. You
So
know what
baller.
I'm saying? Like Marshawn Lynch was talking about how he would drink Hennessy before games. Like,
Yeah.
this is shit that, like, it's never gonna be what you think. We don't know. People like us, you know, guys like me and Ty who think we're really fast when we're really we're not compared to these guys, we're not. And even if we were fast enough, we don't have the skill set. We don't have what they have. And so we can critique as much as we want, but the guy has done everything he could to be a role model in the city. I mean, he's done a lot for charities. He's done a lot for the community. He's not an asshole. I did hear that he won't take pictures with guys, you know, only chicks. But you know what? Like,
That's
honestly,
fair.
like,
That's
like if I was Juju and you three came up to me and was like, "Can I get a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, show me your tits." And
Yeah.
then, you know,
And then I'd squeeze them together for you, and you'd be like, "Damn, that's a nice rack on you."
I mean, for what the guy has accomplished, for where he is in his life, he's doing pretty fucking good. And he's
yeah,
being
dude. What people forget, he is 23 years
He
old.
just turned
kid.
24, I think.
he's a
Or
fuck.
he just turned 23, or one of them.
I just remember he was drafted he played at 20 years old.
Yeah.
And then he had his 21st birthday. And because I would see him at the flats and he would never drink. I don't know if he
really?
does. Yeah, I don't know if he does now, but when he was there, he never drank. Connor would be fucking blasted. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, that dude, I don't think I've ever seen him drink there. He's just fucking.
He's high on life, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't come off as like a big
Doing his
like
No.
like
he doesn't even come
I-
off as a pot smoker or anything. Like, he
No.
just looks like he's high on life. He's enjoying himself.
Dude, it's just like he's like a fucking 15-year-old millennial. Like,
Well, he's what I love. Like, that type of mentality and just like having fun with it is what I love in all sports across the board, because people tend to often forget that it's a literal child's game that they're playing on a multi-million-dollar stage. Like,
yeah,
you're literally playing a game and you're making millions of dollars doing it, and you're having fun doing it, as you should, because it's the game you grew up loving and playing and
absolutely,
playing because you loved it. So it's like,
Perfectly said.
absolutely.
of
And when
course
you
you're gonna have fun with it.
and when you have CTE at 40 years old, like,
Yeah,
like dab it up, like have fun while you can, man. You don't fucking like.
right.
Life is so fucking short. Like Shazier, like he should have celebrated more, man. Because like this, like his fucking career was taken away from him. And like that's the thing. It's like these guys dedicate their bodies, their lives. They sacrifice so much, you know. A lot of them don't grow up in good fucking areas, and so you know when you hand this kid, you know, a scholarship and $30 million, and now all of a sudden everything they're told is yes, yeah, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that. You know how hard it would be? Like the Steelers only having how many COVID breakouts as they do, like
Yeah.
what, 4 players total the whole time is fucking insane to me. Because if you gave me that money and you told me I was a professional athlete and they didn't do a bubble like the NBA did or relocate us like in the NHL, I'd be out partying every fucking night because I can.
Here's $20 million. Stay in your house.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, that's one way to look at it, but
Yeah,
also
yeah.
it's like, dude, that's not a thing.
Also, if I were 23 with $30 million, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be dead in a fucking
100%. Yeah, it would have been. I would have died of snow. It's snowing.
Yeah,
It's getting cold out.
hurt my nose pretty bad.
Hurt my nose.
I heard you went to rehab for your nose.
My dad said you got hurt. Yeah, hurt my nose. Yeah, that's exact fucking.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
dude, I would
Shout
have
out Kenny
such a
Powers.
such a reckless lifestyle. But it's considering we have such a young squad with the Steelers. Like, kudos to them.
Juju's a vet on the offense. Next
Which
to
is
Ben.
crazy to say considering he's 24 years
Ebron.
old. He's 2 years younger than me, which is where it gets weird for me. Like, as soon as the players I started idolizing were younger than me, I was like, wow.
It's even weirder that Ebron's only 2 years older than us.
Yeah, considering he seems like he's 40.
Yeah.
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 He's
Okay.
hysterical.
Well,
He's
why don't
great.
we do some predictions to wrap this up here?
We did ours already
Yeah.
last week. So that's why we're looking for Matt's prediction.
Oh,
right
we
now.
did do ours already. You're right.
Well,
You're right.
Brad,
Why don't
recap and tell me yours. Real
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah,
recap
Tabby, if you
them
can
for
read ours back, that'd be great. Because I thought you were frozen for the last hour.
I'm just soaking it all in.
Yo, did you get a fresh cut?
Yeah, like a week and a half ago.
Cortar El Pelo.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
All right. I said 27-14. Ray was going to score.
On that train. Yep.
Ty said 24-20. Said James Washington's going to get a TD. Grover said 27-20. Benny/Vans. And then Lindell said 27-23. Juju.
So these guys you're saying you're mentioning, are you like, because they were all pretty random guys until Juju. Do you pick like a random person to score a touchdown?
we just pick who we think each week
Yeah.
is going to score at any
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
Tapia picks Ray
funny.
every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
I'm gonna
keep saying
go-
that on a fucking punt or kick return.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 26-16, and Ben Roethlisberger will have a rushing touchdown.
Oh shit.
About to
Has
throw
he had
50
one yet?
bucks on that prop
No,
bet.
not this
No?
year.
How many did
He
he
hasn't had one
have?
since what, Jacksonville?
Yeah, that stretch out at the end of the game.
Yeah, the game winner.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get one this week.
Dude, that was the boldest prediction we've had yet.
I don't know. Ray is a pretty bold prediction.
Hey, fuck you.
No, that's good. I mean, a bold prediction is not good nor bad. It's
Hey,
bold.
fuck you.
Hey, fuck him.
All right, cool. Well,
Fuck 'em.
fuck him tomorrow, man. Afternoon game. Gonna be drunk at work, apparently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when are we drinking? When are we starting drinking?
Shit,
I
you
said
shoot,
noon.
you shoot us the message. You let me know, man. Whatever time you're gonna start
Sorry,
riding
you know,
that
do
train.
the reply chug.
I think I'm gonna do. Do you guys have Snapchat?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We'll do a Snapchat group. My Snapchat is
I
Mayor,
got you with the pencil.
Write this down. Yeah.
Mayor Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Mayor.
Mayor.
Yo, somebody's gonna
Pittsburgh.
watch this whole episode. Not many people do, but they're gonna watch the whole thing and get your Snapchat and just start snapping you fucking weird shit. Some
Dick
dickies.
pics,
Yeah, some
bruh.
dickies, maybe some titties if you're lucky.
No, I want to see all flaccid ham. No, I mean, like, I've had, so it's weird because I will get people that do add me, but it's usually drug dealers
Weird.
in different states. You know what I mean? Like, because somebody added me and he was like, hey, do you want to hook up in Oregon? I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't think I'm ever going to Oregon.
Isn't
Ever.
all the drugs legal in Oregon anyway? All of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could shoot, but I mean, it was funny because it was just weed too. I'm like, really? Like, how
Yeah.
bad is your like as a weed drug dealer in Oregon? People are like, that's Mickey Mouse shit, man. Like,
yeah.
give me the H. Like, what is it?
Hey, bro, I got the fresh pack. You need any? I'm in Oregon.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, hey,
What?
I'll second date this to you.
I'm thinking I'm starting at 11.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
think
hey,
it's
don't.
good.
I hope my boss
wait,
doesn't
wait,
watch
wait,
this.
is
Well,
it Central Time or Eastern?
Eastern.
Ah, fuck.
So I got to start at 10.
So you would be starting at 10, yeah.
Well,
I'm not
I'll work
opposed
till
to it.
noon, but I'll start at 10.
All right. Yeah,
not
you work
opposed
from
to it.
home?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we all do.
Yeah.
Well, Alex,
So-
are you in the office?
No, I'm not going back to the line.
I actually matured a little bit more. I had a blackout phase the last 2 years
We all did.
where
Every
I
night.
just binge, but I binge. But now I'm kind of like, I realize like, oh, pacing myself is kind of more fun
Yeah.
because I remember shit. Like this is way better.
And you
so-
can drink for longer periods if you pace.
yeah. So I
yeah,
don't-
but if you implement Adderall into that equation, you remember more and you can drink longer.
yeah, but here's the problem. At the end of the night,
There isn't no end of the night.
well, when you wake up and you feel it for the first time, that's when it sucks. Because dude, Adderall makes you drink like a fish. Before we get off of here, I'll tell you a quick story. I was hanging out with some of my buddies. I went to Guns N' Roses.
Fucking right.
Yeah, I was so pumped. They were at Heinz Field. I'm like, let's go. So we get there. I'm at this bar called McFadden's. It's a couple blocks away from the stadium. And
Not that one, but I've been to a McFadden's.
Oh, you have? So we got these Adderalls. They're 30 milligrams, but they're time release. So it has the beads
Yeah,
in them.
baby.
I was like, I don't got time for these. I popped them open and started chewing the beads. I was like,
Oh my god.
Been
we're
there
we're playing sports.
every day.
So it was shot for shot for shot for shot for shot. We didn't even go in until right before Guns N' Roses started. So whoever opened, I never saw them. And then I bought 6 pounders because you can only get 2 per person. So it was me. Actually, it was 8. It was because there was 4 of us. So I paid for all of them. And then as soon as he went, you where you are, you're in the jungle. Well, so they opened. So I took them and took a bite like a grenade and was just whipping them into the pit, fucking crushing people in the head.
That's amazing.
And
all
that's
my
how you
buddies-
do a Guns N' Roses concert.
And all my buddies just left me like, gotta go, man.
More like
That's
beer
some
bombs
shit,
and
dude.
roses.
My first concert ever, before we wrap up, you might appreciate this. My dad's like that. So my first concert ever was Rush when I was in 8th grade. It was a fucking hell of a show. But my dad is one of those people, when he goes to a concert, he's like, whatever seat I bought, I don't care. I'm getting to that front row, no matter
Yeah.
what it fucking takes. I'm 13 years old. My brother is 15 years old. Fucking my brother's over here guzzling beers. And I'm the only sober one. My dad and his buddy just absolutely hammered. They all just run up front, fucking get stopped by security and shit. I'm just sitting in the back of the concert at Tinley Park by myself, just like, now
This
what?
is pretty neat.
This is cool. Literally the weirdest concert I've ever been to. And it was my first. And it was Rush.
That's
all the
awesome.
time.
Yeah, my first one
Anyways.
was Bon Jovi when I was like 6.
It's a good concert.
That's pretty sick. What was the last concert that everyone's been to?
A band called Thrice.
Rice. Are they rock?
Yeah, they're kind of like alternative. Kind of.
I feel like I've heard of them before.
I've never heard of Thrice. I know it's once or twice or thrice, but I've never,
Right.
never heard
Last
Thrice.
concert, I don't know. Oh, I went to some bullshit country concert with my girlfriend and her friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I was
Bring
gonna
Me
say
the Horizon before that.
the last
Nice.
concert I remember is Bob Seger.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
Tapia?
I think
I was
mine might have been Travis Scott.
Oh shit.
That's sick.
Yeah.
He like put on a
Not a huge fan of him, but I know he
No.
puts on a fucking show.
roller coaster and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was it was I wasn't in the mosh pit, but it was so cool to see like people rush from one stage to another and how you just grab random people to throw them. He had 2 coasters. He had one that went in a circle and one that went like across like the middle of the stage.
That brought him in.
Yeah, well, he gets like launched
Oh, from the
he gets, like,
center.
a whole thing on one side, but he gets launched from another stage, like up on. There's like a slow-mo video of it. It's pretty.
That's sick.
Well, did you guys ever see the movie The Dirt?
I did.
The
Yeah,
Dirt?
the Motley Crue one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I realized COVID was real, because I had tickets to go see Motley Crue in Pittsburgh. And the second that Motley Crue, because they were the first big concert to announce that they weren't gonna have it. And then that's why I'm like, this is real, because if you've ever seen The Dirt, it's like these guys have been through fucking everything. Like, you know, Nikki Sixx literally died of a heroin overdose. Mick Mars' body is made out of Jello. Like, you know what I mean? Vince Neil killed somebody driving his fucking car. Tommy Lee.
And Tommy Lee has HIV, I think.
Yeah, has every STD known to man. I'm like, so if they're canceling because of COVID, like, I'm not going outside.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. It's a good point. Hell of a
Yeah,
movie, by the way. I loved Machine Gun Kelly in that.
What is it
movie.
called?
The Dirt.
The Dirt.
The Dirt.
That's
Where
the
could I
biopic.
potentially find it?
Netflix.
Is it
It's
on there?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly's unreal in the movie,
Yeah.
and they can and
He's
he
an
can
actor.
thank Eminem for that.
I mean, just based on the last 5 minutes here, I would like to have Matt back on at some point for like a music little,
Yeah. Yeah.
Podcast.
Absolutely.
because it sounds like you
Whatever you
enjoy
guys-
good music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and that just goes back to I think we should start a music podcast too, but you know, who's got the time and shit, right?
We keep
Yeah, well,
saying
Ty, it's like you haven't even listened to No Ceilings 3 yet. How are we gonna do a music podcast?
Because I don't have dat piff, bro. I don't fuck with dat piff.
Fucking, you have a smartphone.
Listen,
a
I
laptop.
told you if we do a music podcast, I'll just produce it. I don't even need to talk.
Okay,
But we
we'll start tomorrow.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The first episode should be 90s hip hop, because it's all I've been listening to.
It's pretty much all we listen to.
And
too.
we were born in the 90s, so
I listen to so much Nas every day.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. We'll have to
Me
make it
Now. I feel like I could beat the fuck out of Ray Lewis when Hate Me Now comes on. I
Oh,
wouldn't lose a fight when that song comes on.
dude, he's got like, yo, the way he spits, I always get like when I'm at the gym, like listening to him, I feel like it like takes me to like the project. Like I feel like I can see everything he's saying. That's
He's a storyteller. Like,
Yeah.
you're there. We all image everything he's talking about. You can feel the pain, the passion.
which is rare in hip hop like that, which is why I love Nas, which is why I
too.
also love Lupe
it's
Fiasco.
my favorite. He's my favorite rapper.
I will say though, I have a guilty pleasure.
Okay.
Is it like a kink fetish, or are you talking music wise?
Are we still talking about music?
I love Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I honestly can tell you I've never listened to more than 2 songs by Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He's so bad, but he knows he's so bad, and that's why I like him. He's trash, but it's so good.
He's like Weird Al Yankovic without the irony.
Exactly.
There's something about that like scream rap. Like I'm like, oh shit, let's go.
Yeah, like it's the same shit. Like, because it reminds me of like when crunk music, you know what I mean? Like in fucking Houston and fucking when
Yeah.
on in Atlanta, just like I'm like, oh cool, like I'm gonna fucking punch my grandmother in her face.
and not regret it.
Yeah, and not give any fucks right now. Fuck you.
Hope it's
Like-
not your only
like
worry,
Knuck if you
Grandma.
buck.
Yeah, like I mean, it was just like, dude. I mean, that was the shit. I mean, that's why, to me, I try and be well-rounded in music, except for country, like because it's all
Same.
this.
You fit. That's why we like you. You didn't say that until now, but that's the one music that
Cool
I for
beer,
sure. Like,
like
that's
that-
why I like. you.
You know.
I hate
I
country
dude,
too.
we were just driving in the car. Me and Aaron. There's a country song, and the chorus it said Kissing. And I was like,
That's a children's song, yo.
what the fuck was that?
First
Fuck
comes
that.
love, first comes marriage, then comes the baby. And the
Sitting
baby.
in my truck, just you and me. Kissing. I'm like, get that shit out of here,
Get
bro.
the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's
It's
horseshit.
ridiculous.
But yeah, we'll have to make a music podcast happen here in the near future. I mean,
And run a 40.
yeah, that's this weekend, and I'm sure we'll have Matt back on pretty soon here as it is. So
I got my cleats ready, bro. I'm about to smoke. you.
Perfect. I don't even need cleats. Straight gym shoes, homie. It's on episode 158. Yo, do you have any dates coming up or anything you want to plug?
Stand up? No, my
Yeah.
date. I was supposed to do Chris Stefano in December, but we got canceled. So it'll be
Fuck.
March 20th in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But hopefully by then I will be back doing it regularly, and then I'll be back and I'll let you guys know.
Fuck yeah. Well, make sure
Well,
to check that out. Get some
the
tickets
three
when
of-
it happens.
I was gonna say quick before you end it. The three of
Yeah.
us have been meaning to come out to Pittsburgh at some point. So, I mean, ideally, if we can fit like a Pirates game, one of your show, like
Yeah, let's
know.
go around it.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, absolutely.
we don't want to go out
'cause
there
then
just
the
for one
summertime
game
will
or
be
just
good.
one thing. You know, we want to go out there and experience a lot of shit. So,
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll take you guys around for sure.
and they've
Fuck yeah.
I've been a million times.
yeah.
Never
I
been.
haven't.
Dude, I want to ride the trolley.
Mount Washington, baby.
So you know what's really funny about that? So like I'm probably the biggest Yinzer that I know. I've never been on the incline.
Really?
I've never had somebody want to go with me and do it. It's
Huh.
fucking crazy. Because it's one of those things where it's like unless you're working up in Mount Washington and then you come
There's
down,
no reason to do it.
there's no reason. It just looks cool.
And the only
then,
reason
like-
I've done it is because I was a tourist.
Yeah.
It's-
So like I've
Do it for the
always
gram.
it's so funny. I've always wanted to do it. So I will promise you this. I will wait until you guys come here and I'll
Hell yeah.
ride it with you guys for my first time too.
That's
Hell
amazing.
yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah. it'll be
Probably
cool.
virgins. All right.
Anybody that mentions trolleys are virgins, honestly.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Hey, Matt Light on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure to check his shit out, guys. Get tickets when he's back, doing stand up.
Dude's
Again,
funny.
dude. Yeah. Thanks again for coming on, dude.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it always. Episode 158. We'll be back next week, I guess. Check us out, Yinzertainment.com. Social media at Yins Daily. It's all on the website, Yinzertainment.com. Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. This will go up. And we'll be back next week. Thanks again, dude, and we'll be in touch. We out of here. Hey, go Steelers. 11-0 tomorrow.
Here we go.